Human capital management. Summary of Part 1: Identification of development needs. Recognizing individual development needs and goals of employees through skills analysis and performance evaluation. Development planning. Creating personalized development plans that include specific goals, actions, and timelines. Training and professional development. Investing in various training, professional development programs, and mentoring to enable employees to expand their knowledge and skills. Support from supervisors. Supervisors play a crucial role in providing support, feedback, and motivation to employees in their professional development. Self-learning and self-development. Encouraging employees to engage in self-learning and self-development activities, such as reading, attending conferences, and other initiatives. Monitoring progress and assessing effectiveness. Regularly monitoring employees' progress in development and evaluating the effectiveness of development activities. Leaders and managers' development. Investing in developing leadership and managerial skills of leaders and managers in the organization. Diversity management. Creating an open and inclusive organizational culture that respects diversity and promotes equal opportunities. Communication and engagement. Building effective communication and engaging employees in organizational goals and actions. Conflict resolution. Managing workplace conflicts through identification, mediation, and promoting open communication. Identification of development needs. The first step in the process of developing employees' competencies is to thoroughly understand their individual development needs and career goals. Organizations can conduct regular performance evaluations, hold development discussions, and analyze the skills and competencies required for effective job performance. This allows employees to identify areas where they would like to develop, and organizations can tailor their development strategies to meet employees' individual needs. Development planning. Based on the identification of employees' development needs, the organization can develop personalized development plans. These plans include specific goals, actions, and timelines to help employees focus on achieving their development goals. Development planning also allows organizations to better manage human resources and strategically invest in the development of their employees. Training and professional development. The next step is to implement development plans by providing employees with various training, professional development programs, and mentoring. Training can cover both technical topics and soft skills essential for effective job performance. Professional development programs can be conducted internally by experienced employees in the field or externally in collaboration with external experts. Mentoring allows employees to benefit from the knowledge and experience of more experienced colleagues, accelerating their professional development. Support from supervisors. A key element of effective employee competency development is the support provided by their supervisors and managers. Supervisors play a significant role in identifying employees' development needs, providing constructive feedback, and motivating them to continuously improve. By showing interest and involvement in employees' professional development, supervisors can create an atmosphere of openness and support conducive to effective competency development. Self-learning and self-development. In addition to participating in formal training and development programs, employees can also develop their competencies through self-learning and self-development. This can include reading industry literature, attending conferences and seminars, taking advantage of available online courses, and engaging in projects and professional initiatives beyond their direct job responsibilities. Self-learning allows employees to continuously expand their knowledge and skills and develop professionally independently of formal development programs. Monitoring progress and assessing effectiveness. An essential element of the employee competency development process is regularly monitoring their progress and evaluating the effectiveness of development activities. Organizations can use various assessment methods, such as performance discussions, employee satisfaction surveys, and evaluation of results achieved by employees within their development plans. Based on the assessment results, organizations can adjust further actions regarding employee development and identify areas requiring additional support and attention. Leaders and managers' development. As part of a comprehensive employee competency development program, It is also important to develop leadership and managerial skills within the organization. Developing leaders and managers includes training in leadership skills, team management, communication, negotiation, and other key managerial competencies. By investing in the development of leaders and managers, organizations can build strong leadership that effectively motivates, supports, and leads the team to achieve common goals. Part 1. The first aspect of human capital management, namely recruitment and selection, is a fundamental element in human resource management. It involves the process of sourcing, assessing, and selecting candidates for employment in the organization. Below is a more detailed description of the first aspect. Recruitment. Recruitment is the process of attracting potential candidates for vacant positions in the organization. It can be conducted internally through internal announcements, employee referrals, or externally through job advertisements, recruitment agencies, social media, job fairs. It is important to promote job vacancies effectively to attract suitable candidates. Selection. Selection is the process of assessing and choosing candidates who best fit the requirements and expectations of the organization. It involves evaluating candidates' competencies, skills, experience, personality, and developmental potential. Selection methods may include interviews, psychometric tests, job simulations, reference checks, and assessment of practical skills. Fit with organizational culture. It is important for selected candidates to fit with the organizational culture, values, and goals. Organizational culture influences the workplace atmosphere, collaboration, and team effectiveness. Therefore, it is important for candidates to not only possess the necessary competencies, but also to align with the philosophy and way of operating of the organization. Diverse recruitment sources. Effective recruitment often utilizes diverse sources to reach as many potential candidates as possible. Diversifying recruitment sources may include job postings on social media, collaboration with recruitment agencies, organizing job fairs, as well as leveraging employee referrals. Professionalism and positive candidate experience. It is important for the recruitment and selection process to be professional, clear, and fair to all candidates. Providing a positive candidate experience, even to those who are not selected, can influence the company's reputation and perception by potential employees. The second aspect of human capital management is the development of employees' competencies. It is the process of investing in developing employees' skills, knowledge, abilities, and attitudes within the organization. Here is more information about this aspect. Competency development. Employee competency development includes all activities aimed at increasing their skills, knowledge, and effectiveness in performing job duties. This may involve both technical skills and soft skills such as communication, leadership, time management, problem solving, or teamwork. Training and workshops. Organizations often offer their employees training, courses, and workshops to develop specific skills and competencies. These can be both internal training sessions led by knowledgeable employees and external training organized by specialized training companies. Professional development programs. Organizations often create professional development programs that allow employees to develop in a specific career direction. These may include rotational programs, mentoring, coaching, or funding for postgraduate education. Alignment with employee needs. It is important for competency development programs to be tailored to employees' individual needs and aspirations. Employees may differ in their development goals and preferences, so it is important to provide them with opportunities to develop in areas that interest them. Continuous improvement. Employee competency development should be a continuous and systematic process. Organizations should continuously monitor employees' progress, identify areas for improvement, and provide them with the support and tools necessary for professional development. Alignment with organizational results. Effective employee competency development should be linked to the goals and results of the organization. Good competency development management allows employees to better fulfill their duties, thereby contributing to the achievement of the organization's strategic goals. The third aspect of human capital management is compensation management. It is a key element of personnel management strategy that involves determining, administering, and adjusting employee compensation systems within the organization. Here is a more detailed discussion of this aspect. Determining compensation structure. Compensation management begins with determining the compensation structure in the organization. This involves establishing salary levels for different positions, qualifications, and levels of experience, taking into account aspects such as the local labor market, sector of activity, and company policy. Diverse forms of compensation. The compensation system may include various forms of compensation, such as base salary, bonuses, allowances, profit sharing, additional benefits, e.g., health insurance, retirement plans, as well as rewards for achievements and professional development. Rewarding achievements. An important aspect of compensation management is rewarding employees' achievements. The bonus system may be based on individual, team, or organizational results, motivating employees to make efforts and engage in achieving the organization's goals. Fairness and transparency. It is important for the compensation system to be fair and transparent to employees. Employees should have clarity about the evaluation criteria, the process of awarding bonuses, and the principles of granting raises and promotions. Adaptation to market changes. The compensation system should be flexible and adaptable to changing conditions in the labor market and the needs of the organization. It is necessary to regularly monitor wage trends and adjust the compensation structure to maintain competitiveness in the labor market. Employee motivation. The compensation system can be a powerful motivational tool that encourages employees to achieve better results and engage in their work. Offering fair and competitive compensation conditions can be a key motivational factor for employees. Compensation management is an important element of human capital management because it affects employees' motivation, engagement, and effectiveness, as well as the attractiveness of the organization as an employer in the labor market. Through effective compensation management, organizations can build a positive employer image, retain the best employees, and maintain competitiveness in the labor market. The fourth aspect of human capital management concerns employee performance management. It is the process of assessing, monitoring, and improving employees' work to achieve organizational goals. Here is more information on this topic. Setting goals and expectations. Performance management begins with clearly defining goals and expectations for employees. These goals may be related to individual, team, or organizational outcomes. Monitoring progress. A significant aspect of performance management is regularly monitoring employees' progress in achieving their goals. This may include periodic evaluations, performance meetings, and tracking performance indicators. Performance evaluation. The performance evaluation process involves gathering information about employees' achievements and behaviors in the context of set goals and standards. Evaluation can be conducted by supervisors, teams, coworkers, and the employees themselves. Self-assessment. Feedback and coaching. An essential part of performance management is providing employees with feedback on their achievements, strengths, areas for improvement, and setting development plans. Coaching and support from supervisors are crucial for effective work improvement. Setting development goals. Based on evaluations and feedback, developmental goals are established for employees to help them strive for improvement in their skills and professional achievements. Reward and motivation system. Effective performance management often includes a reward and motivation system for employees' achievements. Rewards can be financial, e.g., bonuses, or non-financial, e.g., promotions, recognition. Developing a performance-based culture. Organizations that effectively manage performance develop a culture based on achievements and high-performance standards. In such a culture, employees feel motivated to achieve better results and support each other in improving their work. Effective employee performance management contributes to achieving organizational goals, increasing operational efficiency, and developing employees' competencies. Through systematic monitoring, evaluation, and feedback, organizations can support the development of their employees and encourage them to achieve higher performance standards. The fifth aspect of human capital management is talent management. It is the process of identifying, developing, and retaining key employees who bring the most added value to the organization. Here are some key elements of this aspect. Identification of key talents. The first step is to identify employees who possess unique talents, skills, and potential to bring added value to the organization. These may be individuals with high leadership potential, creative individuals, or experts in their field. Talent development. After identifying key employees, the organization invests in their development through special training, development programs, mentoring, and opportunities for advancement and career development. The goal is to maximize the potential of these employees and provide them with support in further development. Succession planning. Talent management also includes succession planning for key positions in the organization. This involves identifying potential successors for current leaders and key employees and preparing them to take on responsibilities when needed. Talent retention. Another key element is ensuring talent retention by providing them with appropriate working conditions, development opportunities, job satisfaction, and competitive compensation. Retaining key employees is crucial for continuity and organizational success. Building a talent culture. Organizations that effectively manage talent build an organizational culture that promotes the development and utilization of employees' potential. In such a culture, employees feel valued and motivated to further develop. Risk analysis. Talent management also includes analyzing the risk associated with potential departure of key employees and developing strategies to prevent these threats, such as creating talent pools, flexible forms of employment, or loyalty reward policies. Through effective talent management, organizations can gain a competitive advantage in the market by harnessing the full potential of their employees and building solid foundations for long-term success. The sixth aspect of human capital management may focus on the sustainable development of employees. This includes ensuring a balance between employees' needs and aspirations and the goals and interests of the organization. Here are some key elements related to sustainable employee development. Work-life balance. Organizations should strive to provide employees with opportunities to balance their professional and personal lives. Flexible working hours, remote work options, and support programs for parents are just some of the methods that can help maintain balance. Support for personal development. Organizations can offer programs to support employees' personal development, helping them develop not only professionally, but also personally. These may include workshops on healthy lifestyles, coaching programs, or psychological support. Development of soft skills. Supporting employees in developing soft skills, such as communication skills, stress management, or building interpersonal relationships, helps build stable and efficient teams. Health programs. Organizations can also offer health programs, such as company gyms, fitness classes, or dietary programs that support employees' healthy lifestyles and reduce health-related absences. Access to education and professional development. Providing employees with access to education and professional development allows them to grow and advance in the organization, contributing to increased engagement and job satisfaction. Promotion of a culture of support and understanding. Building an organizational culture based on mutual support and understanding among employees and between employees and management helps build a positive work environment conducive to development and good mental health. Sustainable employee development is crucial for building stable, efficient, and motivated teams that effectively contribute to achieving organizational goals. Striving for a balance between work and personal life and focusing on developing employees' competencies and well-being are key elements of effective human capital management. The next significant aspect of human capital management is communication and engagement. This area focuses on building effective communication within the organization and engaging employees in the company's goals and actions. It includes open and transparent communication, ensuring smooth and clear communication between different levels of the organization and between employees and management. It's important that information regarding goals, strategies, organizational changes, and results is accessible to all employees. Dialogue and feedback, encouraging two-way communication through regular meetings, team discussions, anonymous surveys, and other feedback tools. Employees should have the opportunity to express their opinions, suggestions, concerns, and ideas about the company's functioning. Culture of trust, building an atmosphere based on trust, respect, and openness, where employees feel comfortable expressing their thoughts and feelings, even if they differ from the opinions of management or supervisors. Employee engagement. Stimulating employee engagement by involving them in organizational goals, allowing them to participate in decision making, offering opportunities for professional development, and recognizing their contributions and achievements. Shared goals. Establishing common goals and values that motivate employees to work together towards the organization's success. Ensuring that individual and team goals are aligned with the company's strategic objectives. Effective crisis communication. In crisis situations such as restructurings, layoffs, or organizational conflicts, effective and empathetic communication is crucial to minimize uncertainty and build trust among employees. Through effective communication and employee engagement, organizations can build a positive work atmosphere, increase employee engagement and motivation, and create strong and efficient teams that effectively achieve organizational goals. Another significant aspect of human capital management is organizational culture development. Organizational culture refers to a set of values, norms, beliefs, and practices that shape the way of operating and relationships among employees in an organization. It includes defining mission, vision, and values. Organizational culture is based on clearly defined mission, vision, and values that serve as the foundation for the company's operations and guidelines for employees. Practices and organizational policies. Organizational culture is shaped through practices and policies applied within the company, such as approaches to human resource management, decision making, employee relations, and organizational hierarchy. Participation and trust. Building organizational culture requires employees' participation in decision making processes and fostering trust and respect among all members of the organization. Leadership and behavior modeling. Leadership plays a crucial role in shaping organizational culture by modeling desired behaviors, values, and norms within the organization. Open communication. In an organizational culture based on trust and open communication, employees feel free to express their opinions, share ideas, and raise concerns. Importance of diversity. Organizational culture should promote diversity and respect differences among employees, contributing to the creation of an open and tolerant work environment. Transparency and fairness. In organizational culture, it's important for decisions and processes to be transparent and fair, building trust and engagement among employees. Continuous improvement. Organizations with a strong organizational culture strive for continuous improvement, adaptation to changes, and learning from mistakes. Organizational culture plays a crucial role in shaping behaviors, attitudes, and relationships within the organization and has a significant impact on the effectiveness and success of the company. Therefore, building a positive organizational culture is one of the priorities in human capital management. Here are a few examples of organizational culture practices. Employee involvement in decision making. An organization that promotes a culture of participation involves employees in decision-making processes at various levels of the hierarchy. Examples include organizing team meetings, where employees can express their opinions and ideas, and creating task forces to solve problems. Open and transparent communication. An organization that emphasizes open communication regularly informs employees about changes, company goals, and achievements. This may include organizing regular informational meetings, publishing reports on the company's status, and providing communication channels where employees can ask questions and provide feedback. Recognition culture. Organizations that appreciate employees' efforts and achievements often promote a recognition culture. This may include various awards and recognitions for individual, team, or organizational achievements, as well as bonus systems and motivational programs. Equality and diversity. Organizations that promote a culture of equality and diversity ensure that all employees are treated fairly and respected, regardless of gender, age, ethnic background, or sexual orientation. They support diversity by actively recruiting employees from different backgrounds and providing training programs on tolerance and inclusion. Development and learning. Organizations that promote a culture of continuous learning and development invest in training, career development programs, mentoring, and other forms of support for their employees. These may include regular training sessions, online courses, mentoring programs, and financial support for postgraduate education. Open and flexible work environment. Organizations that prioritize flexibility and openness in the workplace allow employees to work remotely, have flexible working hours, and adjust working conditions to individual needs. Such an approach promotes increased satisfaction and engagement among employees. These examples illustrate various practices that may be part of organizational culture and influence the work atmosphere and relationships among employees in the company. Conflict resolution. Managing conflicts in the workplace is crucial for maintaining harmony, effectiveness, and a good atmosphere within the team. It includes recognizing conflict signals. Early detection of conflict signals is crucial for preventing problems from escalating. Managers and team leaders should be able to recognize alarming signs such as interpersonal tensions, lack of communication, or decreased productivity. Active listening and empathy. In conflict situations, it's important for involved parties to actively listen to each other and try to understand the other side's perspective. Showing empathy can help reduce tensions and build positive relationships. Mediation and negotiation. In cases where conflicts cannot be resolved directly by the involved parties, mediation or negotiation conducted by an independent mediator or third party can be helpful. The goal is to reach an agreement and find a solution satisfactory to both sides. Seeking win-win solutions. It's worth striving for solutions that take into account the interests of both sides of the conflict and bring benefits to the entire organization. Win-win solutions promote trust and cooperation among employees. Promoting open communication. A key element of conflict management is promoting open and constructive communication within the organization. Employees should feel free to express their opinions, share ideas, and raise concerns without fear of reprisals. Building a team culture. Creating a team culture based on mutual respect, cooperation, and support can reduce the risk of conflicts and facilitate their quick resolution when they arise. Human resource security refers to actions taken by organizations to protect human resources, information, and infrastructure from threats related to personnel. It is a significant area of human capital management aimed at ensuring organizational security and protecting its interests. Here are the main functions of human resource security. 1. Implementation of security policies and procedures. Organizations develop and implement policies and procedures concerning personnel security, which define principles for safeguarding personal data, confidentiality of information, physical security, and cybersecurity. 2. Access management. This function involves controlling access to key organizational resources such as databases, IT systems, secure facilities, and confidential information. Organizations employ authentication mechanisms, access permissions, and user activity monitoring to ensure data and resource security. 3. Employee education and training. Organizations conduct training and educational programs for employees on personnel security, covering topics such as data protection, threat recognition, emergency procedures, and crisis management principles. 4. Risk monitoring and analysis. This function involves monitoring the external and internal environment of the organization to identify potential personnel-related threats and assess risks to human resource security. Organizations conduct risk assessments, analyze security incidents, and take preventive actions to minimize risks. 5. Incident management and investigations. Organizations have procedures for reporting, tracking, and resolving personnel-related incidents such as data theft, misuse, information leaks, or security policy violations. Incident management also involves collaboration with law enforcement agencies and conducting internal investigations. Number 6, ensuring compliance with regulations. This function involves monitoring and ensuring the organization's compliance with applicable legal regulations and industry standards regarding personal data protection, information confidentiality, occupational safety, and other personnel security-related matters. The functioning of the HR department in an organization encompasses a range of key tasks and activities related to both personnel administration and strategic human resource management. Here are the main areas of HR department functioning. 1. Recruitment and selection. The HR department is responsible for recruiting new employees to the organization. These tasks include identifying personnel needs, creating job postings, conducting recruitment processes, selecting candidates, and conducting initial stages of new employee integration. 2. Employee management. The HR department manages employee records, including employment contracts, personnel files, supervision of working hours, and maintaining records of leave and social benefits. 3. Employee development. As part of HR operations, the organization undertakes activities related to the development of employees' skills and competencies. The HR department may organize training, workshops, professional development programs, and support employees in career development and advancement. 4. Compensation and benefits management. The HR department establishes policies for employee compensation and benefits, conducts reward processes, evaluates salaries within the organization, and deals with issues related to social and health insurance for employees. 5. Performance management. The HR department may be involved in managing employee performance by setting goals, monitoring achievements, conducting performance evaluations, and developing plans for employee development based on their achievements and competencies. 6. Conflict resolution and mediation. The HR department may act as a mediator in resolving conflicts between employees or between employees and management. It may also conduct negotiations on matters related to compensation, working conditions, or other personnel issues. 7. Employee relations management. The HR department is responsible for building positive relationships between employees and the employer, fostering a positive work environment, taking actions to integrate teams, and preventing discrimination and harassment. Personnel processes involve a series of activities related to human resource management in an organization, aimed at the effective utilization, development, and retention of employees. Below are a few key personnel processes along with examples. 1. Recruitment and selection. Recruitment. Identifying organizational personnel needs and sourcing candidates for vacant positions. Example, internal or external job posting for a new position. Selection. Evaluating candidates for suitability for the job requirements and selecting the best suited candidates. Example, conducting interviews and psychometric tests. 2. Onboarding, new employee integration. Providing new employees with necessary information, training, and support to quickly adapt to their new roles and work environment. Example, preparing an onboarding plan for a new employee, including team introduction, organizational orientation, and familiarization with company systems and procedures. 3. Training and development. Identifying employees' training needs and planning and implementing training programs to develop employees' competencies and skills. Example, organizing communication skills training for the sales team. 4. Compensation and benefits management. Determining the policy for employee compensation and benefits, establishing salaries, bonuses, and other employee benefits. Example, developing a salary structure based on labor market analysis and employee performance evaluation. 5. Performance management. Setting goals and expectations for employees, monitoring their performance, conducting performance reviews, and developing plans for employee improvement based on their achievements and competencies. Example, conducting performance review meetings and setting development plans based on achievements and competencies. 6. Conflict resolution and mediation. Resolving conflicts between employees or between employees and management. Conducting mediations and negotiations to find conflict resolutions. Example, mediator meeting with employees to resolve a dispute over job responsibilities. 7. Termination and outplacement. Conducting employee termination processes, providing support in finding new employment, outplacement, and maintaining positive relationships with departing employees. Example, conducting a respectful termination meeting and then providing support in finding new employment. Top-down and bottom-up methods refer to two different approaches used in management and decision-making, especially in the context of strategic planning and budgeting. Here's a brief discussion of both methods. Top-down method. The top-down method involves making decisions and setting goals at higher levels of the organization and then cascading them down the hierarchy. In this approach, senior authorities or management establish goals, strategies, and action plans for the entire organization or for specific organizational units. Lower levels of the organization receive guidelines and must adjust their actions to the established goals and plans. The top-down method is effective when uniform direction and coordination of activities in the organization are needed and when there is a clear vision and strategy at the leadership level. Bottom-up method. The bottom-up method assumes that decisions and ideas are generated by units at lower levels of the organization and then passed up the hierarchy. In this approach, initiatives, proposals, and goals are formulated at the operational level, often by employees, work teams, or lower-level managers. These proposals are then evaluated and verified by higher levels of management, which decide whether to accept or reject them and integrate them into the organization's strategy and goals. The bottom-up method can be useful when diverse perspectives and ideas need to be considered in the decision-making process, and when employees at lower levels possess significant knowledge and experience. Quantitative and qualitative aspects of workforce planning refer to two different aspects of human resource management that are essential for the effective functioning of an organization. Here's a brief overview of each area. Quantitative aspect of workforce planning. The quantitative aspect of workforce planning involves determining quantitative aspects related to human resources in the organization, such as the number of employees, their age structure, gender, qualifications, experience, etc. Within the quantitative aspect of workforce planning, organizations seek to answer questions about the number of employees needed to achieve organizational goals, forecasting changes in the employment structure in the future. Sample methods of quantitative workforce planning include analysis of labor market demand and supply, forecasting demographic trends, assessing team performance effectiveness, and planning recruitment, layoffs, and reassignments in the organization. Qualitative aspect of workforce planning. The qualitative aspect of workforce planning focuses on qualitative aspects related to human resources, such as competencies, skills, engagement, organizational culture, job satisfaction, etc. Within the qualitative aspect of workforce planning, organizations seek to align their HR strategies with the needs of employee development, building a positive work atmosphere, and increasing employee engagement and motivation. Sample activities within qualitative workforce planning include developing training and development programs, assessing organizational culture, conducting employee satisfaction surveys, monitoring engagement levels, and implementing retention-boosting initiatives. In summary, the quantitative aspect of workforce planning deals with quantitative aspects related to human resources, such as the number and structure of employees, while the qualitative aspect focuses on qualitative aspects, such as competencies and employee engagement. Both areas are essential for effective human resource management and achieving organizational goals.